Hi there! I haven't vlogged in a few weeks, I think. The last time I vlogged, I made this painting. The Sunshine State of Mind, Yellow Hat. It's a new series that I started. If you haven't watched the first video, you can go and watch it and know all about this series. Card is gonna be up here. I didn't vlog, but it doesn't mean I wasn't busy. I worked on different art projects. I worked on other projects. And today I decided to do a little studio vlog. I'm not gonna do a Sunshine State of Mind painting today. Not because I don't feel like doing it necessarily. I do wanna do it, but I just thought variety would be interesting for you maybe, and for me as well. So I want to keep on doing the series. I might not vlog about the series every single vlog, but I definitely want to have a bunch of these paintings and document the process, so you'll keep seeing them pop. Recently, I posted on the community tab on YouTube a poll asking you what type of videos you liked. I think the choices were art vlogs. They're my favorite. I don't think they're everybody's favorite. Oil pastel videos, art tips and tutorials on different mediums, and the last one was fun and funny challenges. So if you haven't answered the poll on the community tab, please do. I'm curious, I want to know your opinion. Speaking of fun challenges, my last video was the Crayola challenge, where I made a drawing of Liv Tyler using crayons. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's only like about a 2-minute video. It's a good challenge. And following that challenge, it made me want to buy new art supplies, which I received. Maybe we could unbox it together. It's unusual materials. You'll understand once you see it. Let's check it out. We have some washable paints and finger paints from Crayola. You see a theme, and this is also from Crayola, and it's called a crayon melter. I guess you see where this is going. I think it could be interesting to keep on that same vein of the crayon challenge and do other challenges. I had a lot of fun doing it. It made me like see things in a different way, and it made me, I don't know, excited to do more fun challenges. I do more serious paintings and more serious artsy videos, but I do have a really fun side to me where I like to laugh, I like to have fun and to kind of be more playful, and that's something I want to include in the channel. I like variety, and I hope you do as well. The crayon melter thing looks really interesting. It looks like it would be really hard to get something interesting and good with it, but it looks fun to use, and I have an idea of how I want to see it. I don't know exactly when I'll make that video, or like I have 2 videos in mind for this challenge, these 2 challenges, but I hope sooner than later. We never know, because there's so many projects that I have in my head. I don't know which idea will win the contest. Let me know your thoughts in the comments if you want. Yesterday, I spent the night sharpening my pastel pencils and my charcoal pencils. It was so satisfying to do it. Let me show you the results. I have this kitchen utensil tray that is made out of bamboo where I keep all my pencils. And look at this. It was so much fun to do. I did a lot of them. So basically, I use a blade to expose the pigment. This is a pastel pencil, and this is a charcoal or Conte crayon. That was my Sunday night. If ever you want to see me do this, I could totally do a tutorial, but there's a bunch on YouTube if you're curious. Just punch in how to sharpen charcoal pencils. There's good tips out there. In other news, a few weekends ago, I decided to study artists that I liked. I don't know if you know this, but in art schools, it's something very common to take masters and study their works, basically copy them. A lot of people go into museums and they copy famous paintings on the wall, and that's a way to study the artist, their process, immerse yourself in their world and see how they do it. And I decided to do that, but for contemporary artists that I love and that I follow on Instagram, there's a few people that I really like. My Instagram feed is filled with art. I follow a lot of artists. Most of them are abstract artists. So if you don't love abstract, maybe this might not be for you, but I really, really love abstract. I studied a few paintings that really struck me, and here they are. You can find these artists on Instagram. I'm going to put their account up here. You can go check them out. They're really interesting. So this is the study that I made of Kim Goldstein's art. As you go check out her account, you'll see that it's very, very similar. That was the point, to study what she was making. This was very, very playful. I loved the color combination and the big marks and connecting with the childlike wonder of just putting pigment on paper and different mark makings. This is an abstract landscape. I didn't do such a good job at rendering or studying the original. Kim Merritt has a lot of nice subtle shades in her palette, which I didn't really capture as well, but it was still fun to paint a minimal landscape. I do love minimalism. This might be my favorite. I love this pop of color, the minimalism. I love the color palette. He's an artist that I follow as well, and I really enjoy every single post that he makes. This is a garden of flower that I studied. I didn't do a good job at all, I find, for this piece. Mine is very, very messy. Compared to Susan's work, her work is a lot more polished and deliberate. I made mine a lot more spontaneous, and like I said, it's kind of messy. But it was still fun to immerse myself in that flowery world with a bunch of different colors all mixed together. I decided to do it just sitting on the couch while watching TV in the background. I often do that. I think it's common. I think that we might have a romanticized idea of art where you have to be in a zen, super zen place to create, that you have to have inspiring music and stuff like that, but sometimes you just want to watch a movie and draw at the same time, and whatever gets you drawing or painting, I'm all for it. So I was in the mood to paint. I wanted to keep it simple, abstract, and I also wanted to watch a movie and be lazy on the couch, so I did, and it was amazing. There's one painting I didn't show you. In that same session, I also created this painting, but this is not a study. It's a painting that I decided to do on my own, from my imagination. It's my version of a minimal landscape. It's not that minimal, especially here. I was using some kind of like a craft paper. After creating all of these, I decided to just put some pigment down because I had a bunch of paints on my palette, and I decided to just see where I could go with it. And this is what I came up with. It's a very moody sunset field, I guess. I love what's going on over here. I like the pop of light here. I love the color palette over here. What I don't like about the piece is the texture at the front. I think it's distracting from what's going on here. I feel like I should have kept it a lot more minimal all the way down and maybe add a little bit more rocks or something here, but like very minimally to keep it more balanced. What I love the most about it, I think, is the color palette. Anyways, I wasn't expecting to create something new. Like I was saying, I really wanted to study a few paintings that I had seen on Instagram, and I just had the urge to do that one at the end, and I went with it. So today I thought I could do the same. I could pick a couple paintings that I really love from my Instagram feed, a few artists that I want to study. I want it to be a very low-hanging fruit, playful type of day in the studio. As you saw, I focused on one artist, Heather Day. Her career is really blossoming right now. I'm really happy to see that. Immersing myself in her world was very interesting. I can't say that I know these artists that I've been studying for the past few days that well. I know them from seeing their work on Instagram and just being inspired by the images that I saw. I didn't research it really in depth. I just did this very spontaneously. From what I gather, Heather is inspired by emotions and moments, things she witnesses in nature, and trying to capture that same feeling on canvas with colors, with layerings, with transparencies. I don't know exactly what medium she uses. It's mixed media for sure. There's pastel in there for sure. I'm not sure if sometimes there's watercolor or very diluted acrylics. It's all a mystery, but it's a beautiful mystery. I didn't try to recreate an exact replica of her work. I looked at a bunch of her images and I kind of did my own thing, incorporating different elements from her world. I don't know if you love abstract the way I love abstract. I've talked about it a lot on my channel, but one thing that I'm noticing more and more about abstract is that it's taking me to a frame of mind that is very healing. You know how they say meditation is really important to do regularly every day and try to be in the now and not try to clear your mind, but be mindful. Basically quiet your mind and let thoughts pass through you. I feel like when I paint abstract, I naturally go into a meditative state without even trying to, because I don't tell myself that I should be doing anything. I just grab the colors and mediums instinctively without having thoughts, or at least I'm not realizing that I'm thinking about anything, because there's no real goal. There's just a process, and it's truly a way to meditate, I think. If you've never tried it, you should try it. It's a cool experience when you remove the judgment from your mind and you focus on the process, on the tactile experience, on the visual stimuli of the color and all those things. It's cool. It's rewarding in many ways. I've created playlists of my vlogs, especially the abstract challenges that I did. I have about 60 or 70 videos, so there's a lot there to dive in and check out. Sending you good vibes, and I'll see you very soon.